Hi, and welcome to hopefully what is a rather quick tutorial. So basically today I already have here GBRF 66793, which is, if you know your Class 66s, is the GB Railfreight Construction Materials two-tone grey Class 66. But they've just released pictures of fellow Euroshed, which is now part of GBRF fleet, 66794. Thanks, phone. Which is in the two-tone grey Railfreight livery with the construction materials on it. So obviously that's proved quite popular. They've decided to do it again. But what they've done, this one's been given a name. So as in tradition, I am going to actually create, so we're going to have two. We've got basically a list here of what 66s we've got. I've got the if you see here, the Hentis Rail Class 66 pink, which is the ONE, Ocean Network Express pink version. Now this is what I did before the original, the Freightliner version. So I've then redid the Hentis Rail version to be the 66587 as one we can. So I've decided that I'm going to do 66794. So if I click that, we're going to edit it. So one thing you must learn is when you load everything in is basically save. Save, save, save and save. So obviously it's not going to be the same looking at how the photographs of everything else is, but it's damn near as close that I can get, and I'm enjoying that. I'm just actually checking on pics now. No, they don't. Okay, I was doubly right about that. I was thinking that they have on the doors the little notices saying that this loco can start up at any time, so during maintenance sort of thing, but they don't. So that's pretty cool. In fact, the grey is a little bit lighter. So what I generally tend to do is have the background on. That looks a lot better. I always try to work off the light side. So if you look here, the shadow is too dark, but that's because you're on the obviously the shadow side. Obvious, even if in the white background, I always work with a dark background. It's a lot easier. It's definitely a lot easier. Right. So first things first is the numbering. So the numbers have changed. It's now 66794. So that's kind of easy to a degree. We've got four numbers. We've got one there, one there, one there, and one there. So the British Rail sign, I'm still not happy about the BR logo. It needs to be squashier and a little bit longer, but that will be something to work out at some point. I don't know when. Obviously with the fonts, I can't really do the big fronts, but the fonts even, but yeah, it looks okay. So I'm just checking to make sure that we have got, yes, we have got everything there. Okay, the only thing that I don't have, which I probably will do, is the light clusters. We're going to do them black because that's what they are. They're black on there, but they didn't turn out too well on the 587, which is the GBRF job. The other one, sorry, the what one? Oh no, I did a Rad Adventure one. They didn't quite turn out well on that, but we'll try. We'll see. Right. So first up, we just go into layers. Let me find where the numbers are. There we go. Which ones we got? Right. So I can do a job there. I can literally. I'm not happy with that BR sign at all. Actually, just looking at it, it just doesn't look right. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to trash them, and I'm going to trash that one as well. And then I'm just going to save it. So it's basically if it crashes, because it has a tendency to crash, I can then basically load it in and then start the video off, hopefully, from there. So right, so we're going to do new layers for numbers. So I'm just going to put them in up here. They're going to go on the end. So you can see how many layers we've got. We've currently got 196 layers. Yes, that is a bat. It's the only thing I can come to close to whatever it is. I'm not sure. I think that's probably Peterborough. It could be a kingfisher. I'm not sure. But I don't have a kingfisher. I don't know. It could be a kingfisher, which is the thing. So if anyone knows what it is, let me know. Actually, that should more like be a little plate as well, like a silver line plate. I might have to try and do something about that later. Right. Anyway, so let's get on. So we're going to create a layer, and text is going to be black. So this is how I do it. This is my workflow basically. 6. I know that to me that 6 looks offset. It looks slightly off to the left. So we're just going to click confirm. No, we don't want that. There we go. That's better. Confirm. I'm going to change it to... I've already got colours there set up for the loco what I want. And black. It doesn't matter that it's over the GB Railfreight layer. It does not matter that because it doesn't interact. They're not attached to the layers, so that's fine. So click confirm with that. Place it. And then basically what I can do is click square on the place. This is the PlayStation version I'm using. Click square to copy, X to edit, and then just slide it out to about there. X to place it. So that's 2 6s. Go over to the plus sign next to 198 on the left there. Just click X. It gives me another thing to use. And it's 66794, isn't it? So confirm, change the colour, and obviously you do that with all the numbers. You don't resize the numbers. That's about right. You don't move them up and down. You just move them to the left or to the right, where you want them, and then Bob's your uncle. And in this way, what you'll do, you'll use the group function and group them all together. Hence, what the group means, grouping it together. 7 9. I mean, I could have done a 6 turned upside down, but whatever. Click confirm. I mean, I can still see, you know, the numbering and everything, which is pretty cool. I'm happy with that. And then we do 66794. So we do the 4. Okay. Confirm. Change colour. Bosh. Down and confirm. Scroll it across. And there. That'd be about right. 66794. Okay. It's not the correct font because we don't have choice of different fonts for the locos. That's just how it is. Not much we can do. So I go back up to 66794 and then just with my D-pad on the to the right, go onto the little the segregated dot circle sort of thing. Click that, group. Go down to the next one. Click that. Go down to the next one. Click that. I want to group 66794 all as one texture layer. Sorry. Okay. So that's all done. It then comes up. So whatever controller you got, mine is triangle. I then press triangle and I group it. Now with that, I can then click X edit, and I can move that anywhere I want. See, it doesn't interfere with the texture that I've got already. Scroll the logo down there, or scroll the camera. So then basically what I want to do is just, I think it's about right. if I remember rightly, because it will be the same as 66793. It's roughly the same size of the BR logo, so that's about right. It needs just to come down just a smidgen. I'd love it to be like a slightly thicker number font, but you know it's not. So yeah, it's just how it is. So then basically I click exit or click X to place. Dump. There you go. So what I'm going to do then, I'm just going to copy it and then edit, and then click the options. Brings up not mirror, change side. Click that. Okay. So we're on the right hand side, which is that, or the left hand side. So we want to go on the right. We will know whether we got it right or wrong. No, that's the wrong one. No, I have got. Yeah, that was right. That was right, because just click confirm. Right, let's reset I can't reset rotation. I have to come out. Right, so this is what happens sometimes. It goes wrong. So it is there. So just to check, 66794. It's doing it on the left hand side. What I have to do is what I forgot. So edit, and then we just basically move the smaller version of the number down to the other end of the cab, because they have Railfreight on one side and the BR logo on the other end, sort of thing, with the number above it. There you go, like that. So you can zoom in using your bumpers, your R1, R2, L1 and L2s, and then obviously the quality of the thing just goes a little bit, but you know, so that's roughly about right. Just need a smidgen off there. Okay, and I'm happy with that, so I'll just press X. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to come out and I'm just going to save it. I've got into the habit of saving things a lot, because basically when things go wrong you tend to lose a lot of details, a lot of data. Okay, so now what we're going to do next is the next layer is the numbers on the front. We're going to delete that. I mean, what I can do, I can cheat and just do 4, but nah, just going to delete them, and I'll copy these numbers what I've just put in on the right, on the body side, as hey, where are we? Boom, 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 boom. There we go. So GBRF. There we go. So I'm going to delete them. See, these numbers are grouped already, so I'll delete that, and I'll delete that one. So then what I need to do is, it doesn't matter which one, so I'll get that one, I'll copy that, I'll edit it, then press the options, change the side, and we're going to stick it on the front. Boom. Click confirm, and then basically what you want to do is just move it into place, and my phone keeps going off. For this, I tend it's going to be a little bit smaller, and obviously with the GB Railfreight ones is that they don't have the lamp hooks on one side. They only have them on, well, I can't remember if they do have them on the thingy, but this is a Euro shed, so they only have the lamp on one side, which is, as I'm looking at it now, it would be on the right hand, the left hand side. So I think that's still a little bit big, so that needs to go down a bit. Yeah, we'll do that as that. We'll click that on. I'm happy with that. So I'm then going to copy that, click edit, and then it's the same one. We've got one underneath it. Change side on the back. Confirm, and then we'll just scroll over to there. So I'm going to come out and we're going to save that. Boosh. Right, Right. Okay, so the next part we're going to be doing, I'm just going to save this. The next part, we're going to create a nameplate. Now there's 3 steps to this. First, go into your layers, obviously create a new layer, and it's going to be a shape, and we're going to do it as a square. There you go. Let's confirm it, and we're going to I think if I was actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to kind of cheat. I'm going to paint it black straight off. Okay, so it's going to be complete, it's going to be black. I'm going to add another colour to this in a minute as well. There's a reason for this. So I'm going to select that. Okay, confirm. I'm just going to place it there. What I'm going to do next is, well, the loco is called Steve Hannam. It's been recently named in the last day, Steve Hannam, and that is to do with the bloke who guy called Steve, who's worked for, who had instrumental what was it, as per GB Railfreight's post. Let's read it out. It's basically GBRF were proud to announce, or we are proud to announce our latest class, named Class 66 Steve Hannam, specially painted in British Railfreight triple grey livery. The locomotive celebrates the rail career of Steve Hannam, who played a vital role in the introduction of the Class 59s with Foster Yeoman, including their own 59003 and then later the Class 66. Steve will be retiring this year after a 47-year in the railway, and 47-year career in the railway, and we wish him all the best in his next chapter. And I think this is named at Arlington in Eastleigh, and I thought it was actually 66793, which is the previous one, but then I looked at the number and it's 66794. So they got 2 in GBRF in the Railfreight, what you call it, colours. So this will be seeing about the place soon, I suspect. But it's oh, there's some better pictures. Oh yeah, definitely. Right. So yes. So what I'm going to do is, I've got the shape there because I can make that shape a little bit longer. But what I need to do, I'm going to add some text. I need to work out the default side of the lettering. I did this slightly different. Okay, so that needs to be a little bit smaller. So that the square itself needs to be bigger. So if I put that in there, I'll confirm that. I'm just going to change the colour. So I'm going to get a new colour in. So I want 3. Ooh. And the next one we want is 69. It kind of makes it a silvery colour, I think. It needs to be brighter than that, actually. It's more of a silver. We'll do with that. Okay. And we'll confirm that. So it's more of a silvery like colour. Now I'm just going to, what I'm going to do, I'm going to place it there. and I'm going to group it. So I just want to group them so I can move them about. This group, and then literally what I can do is then click edit and just move it about to my liking, sort of thing. So I think you can see what I'm going to do here. Now I'm going to ungroup it. To place it, and to ungroup it you just go to the circle, the dotted circle line with the X on it, click X and you ungroup it, because then basically you've got that there. What I'm going to do is edit the X, and I'm going to make it a little bit edit the black box. I'm going to make the black box bigger, so it needs to be about that. Okay, so now I want to make it longer. Again, it doesn't matter how big the how long you make it, or whether you go over previous things that's already on the side of the loco. So if you see under where it says you got used layers 208 out of 300, look on the left hand side of the screen, look down, and I've got on my screen L1 and two little cogs 1 and 2. If you press L1 it will go to cog 2. Now what you can do with that, you can elongate it like that, and I'm going to move it so it's like that. Yeah, so I'll click that. We're not going to use all that, don't worry, I shall shorten that. What I'm going to do, I'm then going to come out and I'm just going to save it, because it is a pain in the bottom if you get to a point where you've done literally every single letter, then all of a sudden it goes, hey, I'm going to crash, and yeah, you've got to start again, and it is annoying. It is very annoying. So we go back to our layers. Ooh. We're not going to group them just yet, so we start doing the name. So it's lowercase letters next. So we've not changed the number, we've not changed, sorry, the size of the letter. The letter size is the same as it was. We've got a capital S obviously for beginning. We'll change the colour, and it should be this colour. Should be that one. Yes. Probably needs to be a little bright actually, but I don't know. And then basically you just want to move it up just like that. Try and get it so it's like that. Just a little bit close. So try and keep the letters the same space as well. And make sure that you read the nameplate correctly as well, the correct name, because if you can't spell very well, then basically, yeah, this is one where you have to basically check. Right. Just make sure. The other good thing is that the ridges on the side of the loco is a good guess of how far your letters are, sort of thing. So you can see like the basic outline of the nameplate coming along. Just place. So this is where, I mean, this is an actual layer, so yeah, bear in mind that you've got 300 layers totally to play with. So I'll say that's okay. then what we're going to do, edit, change colour. There you go. Confirm, and then place, and then for this one I'm just going to come out, just going to save it again. Okay. Right. I'm not too sure whether that's saved or not. Because for some strange reason it threw an error up, a save error. I don't know why. It might be because I'm getting close to the edge of the fullness of my hard drive. This game takes up about 86 gig on my hard drive at the moment because I've got all the roots and all the DLCs. I might have lost part of the video as well, so yeah, it's all of a sudden it will probably be a big massive leap to where we are. This is the problem with Livery Designer. Right, so what the thing is next, I'm going to go up to E. I mean, if it does crash, then I will put a note in and I'll try and explain as to what I've done. So we're going to copy, and then we're going to move it. We're going to move the layer down and move, click up, and there it is. Okay, so click, edit. And although it's been moved down after V, it's still there, stamped on E. It's about the same level, yep. So we don't need to change colour because we copied the E from before. So I can place that. And now we do a capital H because it's a new word. So all this can be tedious because unfortunately every single bit of letter that you apply is a layer. Very tedious indeed. So just going to move that. Oh, we've gone too far up. Just a smidgen. There we go. So you want to leave a bit of a gap there. Click X for that. That's fine. I'm going to come out. Oh no, I've not done it, have I? Bugger. Oh no, it is there. Is it there? Yeah, it is there. Right. Okay, I'll come out and just save it. Hopefully it doesn't crash. So all of these little bits of where I do stop the video and start the videos, I will edit them together on the PC. I'll export these across to the PC at some point. Right, so we need an A next. So you would have seen there the A flashing a bit. You're thinking, but it's not there. Why? The reason being, just got to change the colour, is because I've done it right at the top. So I'm going to place it. No, I'm not. I'm going to move it Where am I moving it to? Can you see it? Just there. I'm going to place it. Now, I've now got to move it all the way down the bottom. This is why you should always try and work. There we go. I didn't. So I've got to go all the way up. Do that properly. Where are we? So yeah, go over to that. There we go. Now I've got to move it. So you should see the A magically appear in a minute. There we go. And move. Just edit. And that's got to come up there. We've got 2N, another A, and then an M. We might be able to get it in. Place. Text. N. Confirm. Change color. Confirm. And then just scroll it a place. What I'm going to do is use the R1 button. Just move the camera position down. So we need. Ooh, it needs to be about right there. Okay. So I'm going to click place. Then I'm going to do square for copy. X edit. Move it across. Because it's another N. Don't need to change the colour. Boom. Then I'm going to copy the A, move it down there, and move, edit, change the colour, confirm, and I'm going to move it over there like so. So we've got enough room to put the M. So we still need a little bit more room at the back. So let's bring that A in a bit. Click that. I'm so tempted just to do the M, but I just want to come out and save. I just want to be right that if it does crash, then I can sort of save it at some point. So that's near enough the nameplate there. So we need the M to go in. So just scroll back. It is annoying when you have to scroll all the way through the whole lot. Yoink. Okay. Add layer. And this will be the last name. Last letter, sorry. M. Oh, confirm. Triangle. Change colour. Confirm. Scroll it across and then just bring the M up. Ooh. That's about right, isn't it? So as long as we're roughly about aligned with everything. So this body shell of the 66 is awesome because you can align everything, which is really good. Okay, so we'll click that off and I'm just going to save it. So that's the nameplate. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put a little end in the video, and then the next part of the video is just going to do the nameplate, size it, and then we'll put the silver backing around it as well. We'll put the silver backing around it, and then we'll size it. We'll group it and size it together. So that'll be in the. I'll just put an edit in here. Right. Okay. So we got our nameplate. It's a rather bit big, plus it needs to be sort of proportioned out somewhat. So while I've not moved it a little bit, there's something that one thing you need to do is get used to the controls. There's right and left stick lets you go right and left, also allows you to go up and down. The R stick turns you around, dump like that. The L2 and R2 allows you to zoom in. So even now I can't get used to, I'm still not used to the what you call it. I'm just not used to it. It's weird. Not used to the controls. Right, okay, so we've got our name there. Looks cool. So what I need to do, I need to go down to the layers. And we need to choose our black square. There we go. Okay, so we want to edit that. All I want to do is I just need to bring it in a bit, and then I'm going to do L1 just to move it a smidge into the. Oh, let's move it. No, I need. That's about right, but I need just to move it to the left a bit. Why is that not doing it? That needs to be a little bit bigger. There we go. So that's what I need. Just need that up there. That'll be about right. Just need up there just a bit. Right, so click OK. Place that. I like that. So now we're going to do one more layer. If you think so, from layer 207 to 218, so that's 11 layers. Going to do one more layer, so that's another 12 layers. So we've got enough layers. We can only have 300 layers. So I'm going to add one more layer, and this time it's a shape, and we are looking for that. So you click that, confirm where it is, change the colour, and that is going to be like the bronzy bit, the silvery bit around the outside of the nameplate. You click that and then confirm. This is the fun bit, because now you've got to try and make it bigger. And longer. So you've got to try and guess where the middle is. I'd say it's going to be about there. Equal distance, because then when you make it longer, so if you press, if you press L1 or whatever your L button is on your L bumper on the PlayStation, or whatever it is on your PC, on your Xbox, sorry, or your PC. Okay, so what you want to do then is you're going to do that. I don't know. No, we're not. We're not going to do that at all. We are going to leave that to the last minute, because that just doesn't look right. Why does that not look right? Right, so we're not going to do that. We're going to leave that as it is, but I'm just going to move it out here, out of the way. Okay, right. So now what I'm going to do, we're going to save. Have to save. I know sometimes it can cause problems, but yeah. Right. All will come apparent with that in a bit. Right. So go down to your layers. What we're going to do, we're going to group them all together. Because if you group them all together, when you resize them, it's the whole lot. Not that one. It's the whole lot that gets resized. So basically, I press edit, and I'm now going to resize it. And there you go. That's your nameplate. The only problem you get is that because it's a layer on another layer on top of the corrugated side of the steel. I'll zoom in, and you can see that it's still what you call it. That is about right. I'm quite impressed with that actually. Right. Okay, so I'm going to press X. Dump like that. Then we're going to bring our little friend back. Edit. So I'm going to move him across. So I'm going to make him a little bit smaller. Bring him across there like so. Let's get middly on the subject. And no, it's still not right, is it? Wonder if it does it that way. You know what? I can't remember how I did it. It wasn't like that. I don't want it to lose its thingy. I don't know how I did it. In fact, I won't use that. I'm going to delete that. We're going to use the rectangle, but we're going to use the clear rectangle. Not that one. Shape. There we go. So we are going to use that one. Confirm, change shadow. And if you know, after me saying that I don't usually tend to work on the shadow side of the locomotive, you know what side I'm working on. Yeah, the shadow side of the locomotive. Right. Okay. So go down and confirm. We need to put this up here. Make him as small as that. Right, this is where a bit of an eye comes in, and you got streaming in. So this isn't going to look the best. Let's have a look. Okay, so it just gives that little silvery sort of line sort of thing. Bring that up just a bit. Nope. Can I just... So what I need to do there is just... And I just need to make that a little bit bigger. And then I'll place that. So then what I'll do, I'll move that on there like that. Just the end bit needs doing, and it just needs to be made that little bit bigger. So I'll edit it, bring it in again, just make it a little... Oh, no, it's too big. I don't... It's fiddly. It is a bit fiddly. It's a bit smaller. Bring that out. I nearly had it then. Just need to make it a little bit, no, because it's... Mate, it still needs a little bit. I'm going to call that it. So I'm going to group. Whoops. Oh, sorry. Let's just save it, and then we'll work through that. So that's our nameplate. It's not as easy as the last one was. Just got to. I'm going to group it. I can't group it, so I've got to ungroup them, and I've got to group that to that to that. And that's it, group it. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy it. Then we're going to edit it. So now we've got 232 used layers out of 300. And then I'm going to push the options, brings up the change side. I don't mirror anything, because mirror, it just literally does the reflection back at you. It's not the right one. Change side. And we're going on the right side. There we go. Just click confirm, and then you need it placed just where the Railfreight begins. Actually, the nameplate is a little bit high. It needs to come down. There you go. So what I will do on the other side, on that one, I'll press edit, and it needs to come down 3. So it needs to come down to about. Let's just zoom in. Facebook is an amazing tool to find pics. So it's just over the 4th one. That's about right. Yeah. Place that. That just needs to come down just a little bit more. There we go. Place that. Yeah, I'll buy that. And we're going to save it. Okay, this is the EWS base 66, but we don't have any other type 66 left in the thingy. I'm going to leave the light clusters alone. Not going to touch them. So, basically, finally, we have our finished version. So, I'm going to hop out the seat. We're at Achen Yard. This here is 66793 on custom JNA hoppers as well. And there we have 66794 Steve Hannam. Both awaiting departure. And it took roughly about an hour just to do just to renumber it and do the nameplate. Nameplate's still a little bit iffy, but yeah, it looks okay. A couple more pics. There you go. I hope you enjoyed this really short tutorial. Yeah, I'm not going anywhere with the service, so yeah, get a couple of promotional shots. It's supposed to be 7:35 in the morning that we're starting, but hey ho. But there you go. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, leave a like. Even think about subscribing to the server, to the channel. If you do subscribe, hit the bell icon for to be notified of when I upload another video. Thank you all very much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.
Ha ha ha!